What's up?
Well, I got to tell you, we were sitting around the breakfast table here talking about that May rule you were discussing a bit ago, and we were just wondering, now that is for new guns only, is that correct?
What are we speaking of here?
The May rule where they would decide if you are worthy to have a weapon or not?
Well, May issue.
May issue, I'm sorry.
Yeah, May issue, yeah.
May issue. Now, so I have my cousin Silo over to Stubbsville over in Fulton County, and he has like Civil War memorabilia, and he has a working small bore cannon and a Gatling gun, and would they be able to come and take those away under this rule?
No.
So, okay, good, because he is very, very specially connected to his Civil War memorabilia, and he likes to make sure that he is able to fire them off for holidays. The nice gentleman talking about the fireworks, he will fire off this cannon and it goes off on New Year's Eve and the windows shake in the entire little village over there.
Well, that's good. No, we're talking about May issue is if you want a concealed carry permit.
Oh, well, you sure can't conceal a Gatling gun.
No, well, you can't, but you got to be, Paul Bunyan had one. But anyway, but that also actually takes place in certain parts of the world where they just to own anything that they will do that.
Well, that is, I believe that is just wrong. Especially, like I say, cousin Silo, he's a Civil War hero fool nut with this memorabilia. I must say, he has a boot with an actual foot in it, like a shrunken head. It's a little bit sick, but his guns are most important to him, and I feel he should be able to keep these weapons and be able to fire off the Gatling gun. But when that goes off into the woods, I fear that if they come after him, he will turn the Gatling gun on them.
Sounds good.
Sal, where you okay with me? I don't care.
Sal, you from Chicago?
No, actually, as I said last week, when I was young, I was in Peoria, but I have been on the East Coast.
I knew that.
We could tell.
Yes, I get a lot of ribbing from the family when I come home. They're like, "Where did you get that accent?" Well, for good graciousness, I've lived there for 50 years approximately. So after Whittier, we left when I was about 12. No more Crawford shoes for us down here.
When did you leave Peoria?
Well, it would have been sometime around 1962, I believe. Like I say, I was in the 6th grade, I believe. 5th or 6th grade, 10 or 11 years old. But I love coming back here. It's such a wonderful place. And after Hurricane Sandy over there, I'm not in that directed area there, but we were close, and it's very nice to be here. We did all our Christmas shopping and so forth here, and I just love it. But like I say, it's a different state here too. I think we both have to worry about these new gun rules, and I don't like them whatsoever.
Sal, would you live in Jersey, did you?
I lived in the port. Yes, that is correct. I've lived down around the just north of Philadelphia in Bucks County.
Okay.
Small little town there, but pretty much that's been where I've lived for most of the long. It seems like a very long life I've lived here, fellas.
Yeah, that's we always make fun of accents. We have fun with them. We don't mean to be mean or anything, but no. I know a lot of people from Massachusetts, and they park the car and they go to the potty.
Yes. Oh, yes, they do. They're lots of fun up there in Massachusetts, and believe me, they like to shoot off their guns too, boom, right around the holiday season.
Exactly.
If you're either real liberal in Massachusetts or you're real conservative, there's no middle of the road out there. I know some real conservative people from Massachusetts, and then if you talk to the liberal end, they're as liberal as you can get, so there's either one extreme to the other.
Yes, I like to be more middle of the road, but I believe in some common sense issues, and one of them is to be able to be armed. The Second Amendment is not to be debated, in my opinion.
Exactly.
I got to ask you a question. What do you think about the largest tax increase in the history of America?
I think it's probably going to be something that will destroy our economy.
Right.
And I believe that if it is not repealed, I must admit I did not vote for the current fellow in the White House.
I didn't either.
I think that's unanimous among us.
Yeah, I don't think there's too many people. If there was anybody out there that did, they wouldn't admit it.
They won't call it.
They won't admit it, but I know that they vote for him, and then they hide. They hide like silly fools because of their
food stamps.
They just feel they have to go along with the crowd like a bunch of sheep, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Now, being from New Jersey, from Jersey, aren't you guys like number one in debt? I think Illinois is where we're at.
We're number one.
Oh, we are number one.
We're number one.
People in Jersey don't even know how to destroy their own state.
Governor Christie has made steps that we are reducing that debt. I'm
Really?
just fearful that he will be voted out because of this wave of popularity. I don't know, maybe Governor Christie should go on Oprah and The View and some of these other shows so that he'll get reelected. Just like the current president did, as opposed to facing real issues, he got to go out and talk to all the people, the Jon Stewart show, all these ridiculous
We have
programs
empathy,
that got him reelected as opposed to real debate. He got skewered.
Yeah. Now, where you're from, the town you live in, is it a conservative nature, or is it the other way?
No, Williamston is basically pretty. Bucks County is more conservative than you think. It's Philadelphia that is. When I say Jersey, I'm actually across the river there, across the Delaware. So it's more conservative in Bucks County than you would think. I think many people have this misconception. Of course, Pennsylvania, as you know, is technically a swing state, but it always, it gets the Republicans fired up. We always think we're going to win it, and then, of course, boom, at the last minute, kapow, we go down the drains.
That's right, because they steal the elections there like they do in Chicago.
Well, I believe there's some kind of nonsense going on with some of these particular people in charge there, but, when you got your hand out and somebody starts giving you something, it's hard to take it back in, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll give them a couple cyanide capsules.
Oh, that's an awful nasty thing to say, but I kind of agree with it.
That's right, Joe. The people don't want to hear the truth.
I agree 100% there, but, what are we going to do? We got to sit and take it, and I know, I have my own health insurance at least, but I fear for these people who are going to either be taxed. I don't get it, but, what do I know?
What line of work were you in?
What line of work did I do? Oh, I've done many different things. I've been a salesman. I've actually sold insurance products for several years, but then after that, I did some freelance things for some family members over there, doing certain business work for them. And right now, I'm pretty much happily retired.
Did you spend the winters in warmer weather?
Actually, no. We like to come home to this area during the holiday season for festivities and so much, things like that. But afterwards, I like to try to go to Florida maybe once every 2 years here. Right now, we're worried about, when I say retired, we're already thinking we're going to need part-time jobs.
You know what? It's so very, very true. And, we talk about this all the time because it affects virtually everybody in this country. But you know what kills us, and it's probably killed my little business more than anything, is the price of gasoline.
Yes.
And, we used to pay half as much, and we spend, thousands of dollars a month on our personal and our business stuff, and it's actually doubled. And when you double the price of gasoline, a lot of people, that was their profit for the year, or that was what they lived on. And now, of course, and then plus the business climate is terrible out there. I mean, you don't know how many people have gone bankrupt, have gone out of business, have closed their doors, that have downsized, have done everything, and they talk about a recovery. I don't think there is one. I really don't.
No, not in our area at least. It's been, your area to me has become a more stable model for certain people. I think that with the big yellow doing well and so forth, but in the hospitals that you have here, it seems like the economy is not so bad. But I don't know. I agree. It's horrible. When I have to try to go out and fill the car with gas, I think myself, well, that's disposable income I could be spending going down the street buying, say, a Hershey bar or a movie ticket or a new pair of shoes, right, Norm?
Yeah, new pair of Crawfords.
New pair of Crawfords.
You know about Crawford.
Crawford, yeah, he remembers Crawford.
Well, let's just hope things get better, fellas, and you have a wonderful day. Nice talking to
Happy
you.
New Year, Sal. Thanks for calling, bud.
Okay, now. God bless you.
You bet you.
Bye-bye now.
You bet.
Nice
guy.
I was trying to say that, and we wound up talking at the same time. I think everybody has a purpose. Some are a bad example, and some are simply organized.